Call them theme parks, call them amusement parks, they are meant to be places of fun, laughter, and a good time. However, sometimes things can go horribly wrong at theme parks. I'm Jake the Voice Parr, and these are 10 of the worst theme park accidents that have taken place. We commence at number 10 with what was one of the most famous amusement park venues of all time, namely Coney Island in New York. Coney Island was the Big Apple's premier outdoor fun spot for many decades and famed for a host of different roller coasters. One of them was the Drop the Dip, whose name was changed to honor President Theodore Roosevelt's Rough Riders. Tragically, on July 18, 1915, one of the cars derailed and flipped over, sending 3 people plummeting to their death. The Rough Riders were no more. We continue at number 9 with Kings Island Amusement Park in Macon, Ohio, a massive amusement park that has been in operation since 1972. However, June 9th, 1991 was a very dark day for the park. It started when a man fell into a pond in the park. His friend and a park employee jumped in to try and save him. In a freak accident, 2 of the men were electrocuted in the pond. Just an hour later, a woman fell from a park ride known as Flight Commander and was killed. For number 8, we head north to Canada and the Galaxyland Amusement Park, situated inside West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton, Alberta. The amusement park is home to the Mindbender, the world's longest and tallest indoor roller coaster. German-designed and built, it was thought to be extremely safe. That is, until the evening of June 14th, 1986, when one of the cars derailed and slid backwards and slammed into a concrete pillar. 3 people were killed. Equally horrific is that throngs of people were watching a concert in the park that night and saw the whole tragedy take place before their very eyes. At number 7, we go halfway across the world to Dreamworld, the biggest theme park in the state of Queensland, Australia. Located in the tourist trap that is the Gold Coast, the theme park was just recently the site of a horrific accident. The culprit was the Thunder River Rapids ride when it malfunctioned on October 15, 2016. It's believed that one of the river rafts flipped, causing 2 of its occupants to be crushed on the conveyor belt, while another 2 were trapped and drowned. 4 people in total died. It sent Australia, a country renowned for its tough health and safety laws, into a state of shocked belief. Number 6 takes us to what was one Krug Park, an amusement park in Nebraska that opened in 1895. The park's founder, Fred Krug, would refer to it as the complete amusement park. Its biggest attraction was a lumbering wooden roller coaster known as the Big Dipper. Unfortunately, on July 24, 1930, a bolt came loose on one of the trains and 4 cars filled with children and teenagers plunged to the ground. 4 people died. The city of Omaha immediately banned any roller coasters being situated within its city limits. The park itself closed down a few years later. For number 5, we head to London, England, and what was once Battersea Fun Fair. The amusement park was opened in 1951 and was hugely popular with Londoners during its run. Probably its biggest attraction was the Big Dipper roller coaster, a rickety wooden monster that was feared to be dangerous. It was first hit by a fire in 1970, but a real tragedy occurred on May 30th, 1972. On that day, one of the trains got loose and rolled back at high speed. The back carriage jumped the rails and 2 other carriages crashed on top of it. 5 children were killed. Battersea Fun Fair closed down within 2 years. We head over to the city of Shenzhen, China for our number 4 to an amusement park known as Overseas Chinese Town East. The ride in question was the Eco-Adventure Space Journey, a bizarre quest to simulate a rocket launch by having a multi-car centrifuge that whirled inside a domed screen and portrayed movies about space. It certainly sounded dangerous, and tragedy indeed hit on June 29, 2010, when one of the cars came loose. An electrical fire ensued before plunging the dome out of the sky, 35 feet to the ground, killing 6 of the 44 people trapped in the ride. Space was never that horrific. Number 3 in our countdown takes us to Vernon, New Jersey, and a water theme park called Action Park. Opened in 1978, it quickly became a big hit. However, the 1980s saw 6 people die at the park in separate tragedies. No less than 3 people drowned in the tidal wave pool alone, while a 4th died while on the Alpine slide. A fifth man got electrocuted while kayaking on the Kayak Experience, and a sixth man died from cardiac arrest on the Tarzan swing. The park was temporarily shut in 1996 and renamed Mountain Creek Waterpark. Bizarrely, the owners renamed it Action Park in 2014. We are back in Australia for number 2, this time in Sydney, New South Wales. Luna Park was a big attraction in its heyday, but was hit by a terrible tragedy on June 9th, 1979. One of the park's biggest attractions was the Ghost Train, which had been in operation since 1936. That day, the train caught fire, and soon a huge fire swept through the park with flames as big as 12 feet high. 7 people perished in the inferno, 6 of them children. The fire was officially blamed on an electrical fault, although the rumor that the fire was intentionally lit has persisted to this day as a type of ghoulish Sydney urban myth. We conclude our countdown of tragedies at number 1 with what was the worst theme park tragedy ever in America. It occurred on May 11th, 1984 at the Six Flags Great Adventure Park in Jackson, New Jersey. A fire swept through the Haunted Castle attraction in which 8 teenagers became trapped. All 8 of the friends died of asphyxiation. Shockingly, they were also badly burned that they could only be identified by dental records. There were accusations of arson, although the fact that the building had no active sprinklers didn't help. Fun so quickly turned to horror that night. Those then are 10 of the worst theme park accidents to date. For more top lists just like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out our other top lists. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for learning.